Want to know how to overcome that afternoon energy crash? It's easy to avoid once you know what causes it, and in this video, I'll show you the exact technique I use to have stable energy that lasts all day. I read a book called The Blue Zones a few years ago, written by Dan Bettner. He traveled around the world visiting the areas with the highest percentage of centenarians. That's people who live past 100 years old. He visited Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, Costa Rica, Icaria, Greece, and Loma Linda in California to try to figure out why these places are some of the healthiest places on Earth. What's crazy about these blue zones is not just their long lifespans, but their long health spans. You get the difference, right? While life expectancy in the United States hovers in the mid-70s, our health expectancy is only in the mid-60s. So people are living a long time, but the last decade of their life is often riddled with disease, struggle, and doctor's visits. Why would anyone want to spend the last 10 years of their life in poor health, dealing with chronic ailments or illnesses? Now, surprisingly, in these blue zones, people aren't obsessing over gym workouts or consuming hundreds of supplements or following crazy diets. So what are they doing? Well, it's not rocket science. They're moving naturally, walking and gardening and doing housework, and they're eating food that actually gives them energy instead of draining. They grow natural food that goes straight from their farm to their table. They consume almost no manufactured products, and they enjoy meals with family and friends, often accompanied by a few glasses of wine in the evening. It's a really simple approach to health with incredible results. But somehow, it's lost on most of us here in America. Most of us eat way more processed food than we realize. Fast food, of course, that's obvious. But have you ever actually looked at the ingredient labels on most of the products you buy from the grocery store? Some of those lists are longer than a college essay, and they're packed with ingredients that you can hardly pronounce. Why? Well, some of it's designed to preserve the food or make it shelf stable, but a lot of it is designed to add flavor, cut costs, and frankly, addict you. It's predatory, and once you see it, it's hard to unsee. If you want to feel different, you need to start fueling your body differently. If you want more energy, I'm telling you, focus on whole foods. That's what your body is adapted for. That's what your body craves. That means simple, whole ingredients like regeneratively raised meats or pasture-raised eggs, fatty fish, lots of fiber, fresh veggies, and whole grains. Think of foods that have a single ingredient like steak, eggs, milk, broccoli. Scientific research backs this up. Whole foods are packed with nutrients that are often stripped away in processed foods. For example, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets high in whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are associated with reduced risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and type 2 diabetes. When you opt for whole, unprocessed foods, it's not just that you're fueling your body with the vitamins and minerals and antioxidants it needs, but you're also avoiding all of the additives and preservatives and hidden sugars that can wreak havoc on your energy levels and your overall metabolism. So here's a good rule of thumb. If you can't pronounce an ingredient, think twice before putting that food in your mouth. On the other hand, whole foods, foods that you recognize as they are in nature, tend to provide sustained energy throughout the day. They support your metabolism, and they stabilize your blood sugar, help you feel fuller, longer. So if you want to avoid crashes, this is the key. Now, eating for energy doesn't mean you have to give up everything that you love. It's not about never enjoying a slice of pizza or a hamburger with French fries. Rather, it's about balance and timing. We're going to talk about carb fasting later in the week, alternating days or even meals where you limit carbohydrate intake to encourage your body to switch into fat-burning mode. But the focus today is on embracing whole, natural foods that nourish you and that energize you. And as you start to make this regular, you'll find your tastes adapting. I used to drink pop like a machine. Energy drinks, Coke, you name it. I shudder to think of how much sugar I consumed, not realizing that it's almost like poison for my body. A few years ago, when I decided to stop drinking it, a few weeks later was my birthday, and I thought I'd celebrate with a Red Bull. But I took one sip, and I nearly spat it out. I just couldn't do it. It was so syrupy and sweet. My taste buds had adapted, and I found that what I really wanted was water. That's what would really make me feel good. You can make most of your meals whole, energizing foods, and you'll find your preferences changing. So you don't need to give up your indulgent foods forever, but once you adopt this approach to eating, you might just find that they don't hit like they used to. So, as you embark on this week of focusing on eating, I challenge you to start viewing your food through a different lens. See it as a tool, a way to fuel your body for energy, enhance your mental clarity, and support long-term health. This week, use your H40 workbook to track what you eat and see how it makes you feel. See if you can notice the connection, the difference between meals that leave you energized versus those that drain you. Tomorrow, Greg's gonna share a weird trick that helps you completely avoid the post-meal sugar crash that can sometimes happen around 2 p.m. You won't wanna miss it, so we'll see you then.